welcome to the conflicting views on news between the generations. Because our life is dictated by the news of the day. So the communication skills, the language skills, extremely important if you're in the news business.
So first of all, very good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Arjun.
I'm Arjun Yadava.
Thank you, Arjun. Thank you for having me.
Ma'am, so welcome on behalf of the Times School of Media and Bennett University.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's a family where I come from, the journalism family where I've spent almost 2.5 decades. So great to be here.
We're very lucky we had the chance and the opportunity to finally meet you. We really look up to you. A lot of my colleagues and batchmates as well. We learn a lot from you as well.
Do you watch TV?
Sometimes, ma'am, not a lot.
Not a
I
lot.
don't like it.
I thought your generation was on to reels and clips.
Ma'am, in a way, ma'am, but not that much. We usually prefer something so that we can consume media or information in a more faster way. For example, reels, or there's also a very good app called InShots. You get news very fast and, in a way, short lines and just short stanzas. That is what we prefer these days.
Well, okay. Headlines is the way your generation
In a way.
goes.
In a way.
Our generation is the generation of detail. So,
Detail always prevails, ma'am.
welcome to the conflicting views on news between the generations.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if you would be so kind, I have a few questions, please. Could you please answer them?
Absolutely. And in fact, if you are a budding journalist, you just go for it. Don't ask for anybody's kindness. This is not a business
Understood.
where kindness is something you see very often.
Understood, ma'am. Noted. So, ma'am, you've had a long and impactful journey in journalism, from political debates to editorial leadership. As the editor-in-chief of Times Now, what does a day in your life look like?
Certainly very, very disorganized because our life is dictated by the news of the day. We are news junkies, so to speak. But yes, I've had a long career, impactful. I would like to believe so, but long because I've done the whole gamut. I've done business journalism, I've done political journalism, I've done print journalism, and I've done television journalism. These days I'm doing digital journalism, and every day is exciting because it brings new media and new ways of using the media platforms to disseminate that one basic love and passion that we have, which is news. A regular day, there is no regular day once you're a journalist. So everything depends on what's happening in the world around you. And with the geopolitics being what it is, we are attending to Indian news in the day. And at night, post midnight, we are attending to the American news, the Russian news, the meetings that President Trump is having. So, as they call it, it's a roller coaster all along.
You have been really impactful, ma'am. At least to me, you were questioning yourself.
That's kind of you that your generation is watching old guards like us.
No, ma'am, not at all. You're still young, ma'am.
That's true. I feel as passionate and as energetic as I did on the first day on the job in 1990.
1990. That's a long time ago, ma'am.
Yes.
But you're still as charming as you were, ma'am.
Well, flattery will get you everywhere, and it's nice to hear that from a youngster because I really belong to the school where I don't mean that younger students must emulate anybody. Everybody should have their own style, but certainly looking at your seniors and following their footsteps on how they invented the wheel so that you don't have to reinvent it is a great learning process. So the fact that you're watching and maybe making notes, I won't call it learning, but maybe making notes from the earlier generation, I think you will not have to reinvent the wheel and you can be a great startup by starting things in a new way and not repeating the mistakes of the past.
Understood, ma'am. Duly noted. Ma'am, to the next question. What skills do you think that are absolutely essential for today's young aspiring journalists?
Number one, because you're in mass communication, your communication skills have to be par excellence.
Yeah.
You have to have a command on the language, and whichever language that you want to follow your media career in is the language that you should really know, left to right, top to bottom, and have the ease of using the language, the nuances of the language, some maybe couplets in the language. The greater confidence that you have over the language, the better it is. And communication business is actually about communicating. And when you're talking, especially in the audio-visual medium, when you're talking, you have to engage. You have to, even though you're looking at a blank camera, lifeless camera, the fact is that you have to emote, you have to communicate with that camera, because that camera conveys to the audience almost as if you're speaking one-on-one with them. So the communication skills, the language skills, extremely important. If you're in the news business, clearly in the news business, you will also have to be right on top of the news. And it can't be something that you study. It is something that is almost as natural to you as breathing is.
Yes, ma'am. That was a great conversation with you, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming, and we really do hope that we pick up a lot of whatever you told us, and we really take notes.
Well, thank you, Arjun. It's been a pleasure to be with you, and I really feel that our profession is getting into the right hands. Smart youngsters like you will make a beautiful tomorrow as journalists, and I'm looking forward to having you in the newsroom with us with lots of energy and lots to learn.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm deeply honored.
Thank you, Arjun.